Yes, that's right. I'm a Dark Mistress. Years ago, I was mind controlled by Lord Draconis, but now I'm with the wizard and his posse. I'm actually getting along with them. Now, I was studying the dark arts and I still am, but just not as much as I used to. I'm pretty much mastered it anyways. One day, I was in the tavern, a place where all the wizard's allies congregated, and that's when I saw the dragon rider. His dragon was cool, yeah, but I saw the rider himself, and oh boy, was he the one. Tall, bearded, and swole. His whole physique could make any woman swoon. Oh, dear heavens. But I'm not interested, I guess. Dark arts are more important anyways. Anyways, as I'm taking pints at the tavern, I see this giant goat with a sword talking to two other animals. One of them is an ox with a cane, and the other being a tiger with an outfit. I assumed he was a monk. But as I got closer, something burned my skin. I looked at it and there was nothing. I got closer and it burned again. At this point, I was pissed and I remembered. They were probably holy animals, so they, of course, would have something to protect them from evil spirits like me. Evil, people. I tried to go past them, but I fell down. I felt weak. Jesus, wasn't I on their side now? The ox saw me and helped me up, but when I grabbed onto his hand, it burned me and I pulled my hand away. The ox was obviously confused, so he called over his other friends, and when they all tried to pick me up, I recoiled in pain. Now from a distance, this looks wrong. 3 male animals surrounding a weakened female. As they picked me up, I screamed in pain, and that's when they realized I was a cursed person. So they set me down in a chair with the bystanders looking at us. Hey, you okay? Asked the ox. And I said what? I was fine, but you should have known that I was cursed. All 3 apologized and they turned off the holy barriers. I was dumbfounded. Wait, so you guys could just turn off your barriers on and off? What the hell? The tiger monk apologized and I went on my merry way. On the way to sit down, an attack dog went by me and sat by me. Now, when I'm not really a big fan of canines, but what the hell? I petted it and it didn't do anything. I didn't stop and just got another pint for myself. I drank it and just waited, just staring off into space. It was then a loud yell interrupted my dozing. I looked and saw the dragon rider. He had a Russian accent. And he was telling off the red dragon for accidentally hurting his dragon, which was green by the way. In a loud voice he said, "Hey, no hurt Sheila!" Apparently, from what I could gather, his dragon was a female and the red dragon tried to mount her and accidentally slashed her with his talons. Yada yada yada. And then the wizard came. He was the green dragon, told us that we were gonna go to the hellfire. Go get the hellfire dragon by sunrise. We all went to our cabins and slept. Next day I woke up. The wizard's main team, was brought into the battle to retrieve the hellfire dragon. As we made our way into the valley, we saw it. It was nothing. It was a rough few months, just trying to get the hellfire dragon on our side. So far, my team is this. We have a werewolf, that attack dog, that very handsome dragon rider, an imp, a black unicorn, myself, the tiger monk, and the griffin, who also had a rider. We marched forward and charged. The griffin swooped in and decimated Draconis' monsters. But Lord Draconis brought out his hellfire dragon, and that's when things went south. It decimated our monsters. The wizard could obviously revive them, but it took time and energy. I saw a dragon slayer went towards them with a murderous intent. He was a tall, heavily armored man with a giant sword. Ironic, a dragon slayer with a hellfire dragon. Anyways, I stabbed him, but out of nowhere, he punched me. You should have hit a woman. Anyways, I stabbed him again and again. It was a close fight, but eventually I won by a slight bit of health left. I healed my allies, and we pushed forward. We attacked and attacked. Apparently, we could only have 3 monsters out at a time, which is weird. But hey, same rule applies to Draconis. As we attacked his base more and more, he summoned another hellfire dragon and it obviously decimated us. We were killed, but brought back. And yes, when I get killed, I still keep my past memories. Anyways, as I respawned, I saw a dark sorcerer. Now in the past, I tried to socialize with him since we were both like the dark arts. So instead, he tackled me and almost killed me. So I knew this guy was trouble. I fought him and I was about to kill him when all of a sudden, he placed a curse on me. I killed him and quickly laid down. The monkey attacked dog were hauling ass as destroying the monsters. I suddenly then died. Really? I thought to myself. In my spirit form, yes, that exists. I saw the wizard summon his imp to heal all of us, and within a couple of minutes, we had the Hellfire Dragon. We all celebrated a new addition to the wizard's roster. I smiled and chuckled to myself. Apologies. As we got back to the tavern, the wizard needed a bike, so we all socialized. I talked to the goat, and we eventually got along really well, even though our beliefs are different. He said his name was Baphomet. It was an interesting name, so we socialized. I bought a pint for the both of us, and we did a little drinking game. He won by 2 pints. Lucky. He socialized some more, and he got drunk and drunk until we both had a hangover. Next day, we woke up for some reason. I woke up sleeping right next to him, even though we were separated by a table. Baphomet then woke up. We gave each other an awkward look before going to our cabins. I lay down on the bed and looked outside. I saw the ox and tiger doing some form of martial arts. I was intrigued, so I watched and watched and watched and watched. You get it. Until they stopped and rested. I snapped out of my watching and then realized, wait, did I just watch 2 animals training for the day? Jeez, am I that bored? I then went to sleep. I think for a hiding for you guys is that I'm getting old. My body's not working right these days. So I told the wizard about it. He's noticed too, and after some talking, I finally came my retirement. Sit in front of my cabin, just relax and talk to me friends. Probably from that curse that Dark Sorcerer gave me. I talked to the monk. He is actually a very philosophical guy and a bit of an intellectual. We talked and talked for hours, and then the day ended just like that. I walked around the camp, talked to a banshee and a ghoul. They weren't really that much of a talker. The ghoul just hits trees with his sword, while the banshee just cried. I was uncomfortable. Socialized with the dragon rider, and my god, is he perfect. Nice everything. I also socialized with the ox. Apparently he's an auroch. He's a chill mammal. Just meditates most of the time. I don't know what to put in this record anymore. Might just hide it away until the day I pass. Goodbye, I guess. Sincerely, the best student from the dark arts. Bye. Salutations or some shit.